Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Living Faith's Thought for the Week. Who's in control of your life? Is it big government making all the decisions for you so that you've got nothing to think about, no options? Is it big business and big merchandise? The groups trying to sell you stuff. Maybe it's the marketing people advertising their product. Advertisements everywhere flashing before your eyes, reminding you to purchase this or that or something else. Have you gone to eBay recently, searching for a particular product that you want or need, only to go to Facebook and find that same provider trying to flog their wares to you on Facebook as well as on eBay? There's an algorithm for everything these days, and the marketing people, big business, big government, are using them. Let's say in the best way possible, just to sell their product or to invite us into participating with government and doing what is good and right. Now, there are also crooks trying to use that and subvert us and milk us as if we were cows for income which is really not theirs. But if we're giving into that, if we're just cruising through and not thinking about it, then we're easily sucked into that materialistic world of buying things we don't need or want. So I suppose that leaves you. Are you in control of your life? And if so, can you be trusted? Well, I'm 64. I've been married for almost 43 years. I have 3 adult sons and 3 grandchildren. I hold a responsible position, and I have done, not just as a pastor, but in other ways over the years. And I've applied myself to that responsible work for the benefit of others, as well as for myself and my own family with income. But am I in control of my life? Well, I hope not, honestly. I hope I'm not the one who's in control. I know I try. I try to take over control quite often, and it's when I take over control that I usually mess up. What if I told you that there is someone who could be in control, who sees the big picture? And the span of life from birth to death. In fact, the span of life from before my birth to well after my death. Who knows every move I make, every thought I have, every idea that comes into my head. Who would like to steer the boat if I would let him, that's God, but never pushes his way in. Steer the boat in a way that doesn't rule over us, doesn't dominate, doesn't abuse us in any way, that allows us huge creative freedom to do the things we want to do, the things we dream of and aspire to. In fact, he's the one who's behind those dreams and aspirations most of the time. Those dreams and aspirations are a way of leading us into who we truly are and who we were truly meant to be. Call it destiny if you like. I don't think I'd call it destiny, but it's God creating a path for us so that we can be the people that he made us to be. But for that to happen, God needs to be in charge, because if I'm left in charge of my own life, I'll mess it up. Time and time again, I've done that. During this COVID-19 break, this lockdown, maybe you've had time to reflect on how life's going for you. Is it the success that you thought it would be? Maybe you're elderly and retired and you're reflecting back on your life. Some of you will have no regrets whatsoever, but others are loaded with regrets. Didn't do the things you wanted to do, didn't go to the places you wanted to go, didn't love as powerfully as you wanted to love. Some of you feel really isolated and really alone because you have no friends and no family. It's not always our fault, but sometimes it is. We end up in a situation that we've created sometimes, lonely and alone, because we've pushed everybody away and too busy trying to control their own lives and, in the consequence, controlling everybody around us. God is willing to take charge, and he's generous and he's gracious, he's patient, he's kind and loving. He will never take us where we don't want to go, but he will guide us down roads we're a little fearful of. It's because he wants us to grow. He wants us to challenge the darkness inside of us and see light come into our lives. He wants to see fear dissipate. He wants to grow us in ways we couldn't imagine. If you're a Christian watching this, and you're getting ready to go back to public worship when COVID is over, which is not that far away probably, next few months, your local congregation may be looking at what does the future hold for them. And you may well be asked to participate in that discussion. People at Living Faith will be asked that question, to participate in that. I want you to think about this. Do you want to make the world a better place just for you? Or do you just want to make the world a better place? If you have the courage to make it a better place for everybody, not only yourself, if you want the resilience and the strength and the courage to do that, then maybe God needs to be steering your ship. Because when he does, we've got space to think about things that matter. We don't have to worry about the detail. We can ask the big questions and pursue the big answers, because we're suddenly unburdened and free to do so. And God will be with us in those big questions and guiding us towards good answers, upright answers, courageous answers, answers that aren't self-involved and selfish, but answers which engage us in doing things which are good for the world. Have a good week. See ya. For more thoughts of the day, Bible teachings or other resources, please go to the Church Online tab at livingfaith.org.au.